Hi, my name is Comfort Badari Smithson. I'm the founder and owner of Letasi Design Studio, which is an exclusive batik fabric store. We do basically batiks as the fabrics themselves, and also other products that come out of it, from lampshades to dresses to anything that you can really imagine lifestyle wise.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm born and bred in Uganda, and then I moved to Tanzania to do my undergrad. So I'm trained as an architect. So my undergraduate degree was in architecture, a bachelor's degree in architecture. And after which I stayed in Tanzania to work. And from there I moved to Germany to do my master's degree in urban management. And from there I moved to the UK, by which time I had my first child and I was married, and so we moved to the UK to settle and start our life there with my new family. So I am now based in UK. I like to call myself a creative, and that means I basically love anything to do with, making things with my hands, or just design in every sense of the word. So from graphics to fabrics to fashion to accessories to interiors, I'm just passionate about design, and that's where my passion and love for all things architecture, design, that's where it all came from, really. I've just always just had a love for the creative industry. So Letasi Design Studio Kampala started in 2021. This happened because while I was here in the UK, we moved, and I was changing, my kids are growing and whatnot. As I promised, I was going to be a mom first before an entrepreneur. So once the kids started preschool, stuff happened, life happened. And so at the moment, when I started the brand, I was still working with the Tanzanian batikas that I actually met over Instagram, and we've grown to have a team now. So I have a team of 5 specific batikas that I work with, and their quality of work is really good. The products, it's exceptional. They don't fade or anything like that. I tried a few others and they're still not that great. But anyway, I digress. I worked with these guys, and so what was it like handing over my baby to someone in Uganda? It was a bit hard. It was a decision that I didn't make lightly, because I did wonder, who am I going to hand it over to? How is it going to be able to run? I'd been trying, actually, to be honest, I had been slowly scouting it. So before 2021, I was starting to explore the options. Am I going to leave it to family to run it? Who am I going to leave it to? But grateful that somehow miracles do happen. I did get to, I was having an interaction on Clubhouse, funny enough, with a group of like-minded business people, and we're having this discussion about, whether you should have your store online or physical. And that's where I met my now general manager, Rita, on Clubhouse. And it was interesting because as soon as we were discussing all these things together, I realized, oh gosh, she's just perfect. Like, I would love to work with this girl. And because she was having the challenge of, but online is not really as, she was talking about online sales, and I was looking for someone for a physical store, and it was like a match made in heaven. And yeah, since then she's been running Letasi for me. I didn't even think twice, because I just knew she was just the perfect candidate for it. And she's been running it, managing all the custom orders. So I still manage the social media and more of the brand story and that kind of thing, making the creative decisions, which is fun actually, because the creative is what I enjoy. And she pretty much runs the business side of dealing with the customers, dealing with the orders. She also makes them, and also working with the makers, the tailors, and when we're making those products, and procurement as well, from getting the fabrics into the store and getting the fabrics to the customers. So she does most of that. I do, like I said, the creative side, coming up with the concepts, doing the marketing, and also still interacting with the batikers wherever they are. And in case there's a specific custom order that needs to be done, those are things that I still handle. But it was a great transition, I won't lie. It wasn't hard, but it's also because mentally I knew that this is something that I have to do. I have to actually hand over to be able to grow. I have to hand it over to someone, and I'm grateful that I have been so blessed to have Rita, because she's just been a godsend. The best part about it, I think the best part, like I said, is just working with the batikers and the customers. It's such a joy. I can't even put a finger on it. It's just the best feeling to be able to see them grow. I mean, many of my batikers now, just seeing them post that they're sending to this country and that country, because they're now sending international orders as well, like that just makes me so happy, because they've seen the strength in them and their potential in them, and then they push their own creativity. So it's really, really amazing to watch, and I think that's the best part. And of course, the best part also is also the customers. Like, oh, they love it. They just interacting with the fabrics. They get the fabrics and they just love the fabrics, the unique things that they can do with them. It's just it's all a joy. Like, just as the name is, it is all done with so much love, and that's what Letasi means. Letasi means it is all done with so much love, and I'm so grateful and blessed that I'm able to do that with this brand. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, where do we see Letasi in 5 years? To be honest, I actually have a big dream of Letasi becoming a full department store of its own. So think of like the Woolworths, because I think there is a place and a space for it, and a huge space and huge potential for it. And so I imagine a full department store with, sections of just the fabrics alone, and each of the batikers having their own section or their own labels there, because I thrive, and my joy is more in them seeing their potential and seeing their growth and seeing their products out there with their names. That just makes that's what makes it happy. That's what makes me happy. So that's where I see the store growing. I actually want the store to grow in the sense that we have like a fully fledged store with the fabrics there, and then we have the other products that we make, so the lampshades, the home decor products, the lifestyle products, so the clothing and all clothing and accessories as well. That's what we're hoping to have in the future, all under this one store. So there's also sooner, actually, in about this year or 2 years to come, I'm working with a few creatives within Uganda and around East Africa eventually, to work one-on-one with them. So it will be a collaboration with the creatives, so they have their brand. Again, like I said, I'm always trying to push people to show their brands. So it's a collaborative product of more people who are working with African fabrics. So we'll be providing the batik fabrics, and then they will basically show their expertise in their brands. So those who are making bags, those who are making clothes, whatever creative brand that you are, that's the plan, that's the target, because I believe so much in collaboration over competition, because it's a known thing that even it's an African saying, I believe, somewhere. But so that's where I see Letasi in 5 years to come. I know in my gut that it is going to be a major worldwide brand. And yeah, like I said, we've already started shipping internationally. So DHL and EMS, that's what we use at the moment. But it's also great because that was the first target that I wanted to get sorted, to be able to continue to serve my international community with what they needed. And yeah, it's been happening, and the sky is only the limit. I'm really, really grateful for that. And the other thing that I'm actually hoping to see happen in the future or very soon is for us to really have a lot more makers in and a lot more training of the batik technique in Uganda specifically, because like I said, I think it's a technique that people learn while at school and they seem to forget about it and not take it anywhere for whatever reason. But I think it is a testimony that even those skills that we learn in school, if you do put your mind to it and you run with the idea, it can go places. The sky is the limit, to be honest. My leadership style, I would say, I think my strength, and for me the biggest thing, is I like to show people the potential of what they have. I believe that so many people tend to give up on themselves easily, or they don't start to achieve their dream just because they feel like they don't have what it takes, or they need so much to start, or so much capital, and I'm always about telling people to start with what you have. And that is the biggest, strongest thing that you can always do. Just start. You have people around you, you have your own gift, and that's what I strongly recommend to people, or that's the advice I always give people. And the second, actually before that, the other advice that I always give people is remember your why. If you have a concrete reason why you're starting your business, a concrete reason why you want to do something, there should be nothing that will stop you. Because as long as you have that goal and that vision and that dream in your mind, there should be no reason for you to back up or give up on it. And because that is what gives you a reason to wake up every morning. That's a reason to fall in love with what you're doing, to follow your passion. So just don't give up on your why. I mean, once you remember your reason, your why you're doing something, then yeah, that's the best thing that you can do. So thank you all for spending time with me today. Thank you so much for getting to know me and getting to know my story about Letasi Design Studio. I hope to be able to interact with you a lot more. Don't forget to visit our shop if you want to see some of our products, and that's in Nigeria 1. Or you can also just check our Instagram, which is at Letasi Design Studio. We'll put the link somewhere. And yeah, or you could just get in touch with us with our contact numbers, but you can always find us anywhere in Uganda. But yeah, let's get to use batik. Let's showcase batik. Let's show your uniqueness. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for listening. I hope you have a lovely day.